Welcome to Step Up English, where we learn English while diving deep into life's most inspiring stories. Today, we're exploring one of the most beloved books of all time, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This magical tale follows Santiago, a shepherd boy, on his journey to find a hidden treasure. Along the way, he learns profound lessons about following dreams, listening to his heart, and understanding life's deeper meaning. Let's break it down chapter by chapter, unraveling its wisdom while helping you sharpen your English skills. Are you ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Dream That Starts It All. The story begins with Santiago, a young shepherd living in Spain. He dreams of treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. Confused but intrigued, he visits a fortune teller who tells him his dream is a prophecy. Now think about this. Have you ever had a dream or goal that seemed impossible? Santiago feels the same. He's hesitant but curious. Here's the motivational twist. Santiago meets an old king, Melchizedek, who tells him about a concept called the personal legend. The king says, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. What can we learn? Sometimes life gives us signs, but we ignore them out of fear or doubt. Santiago's courage to take the first step teaches us to trust our instincts. Actionable English tip: practice using the phrase conspires to help. For example, if I study hard, the universe conspires to help me pass my exams. Chapter 2. The Leap of Faith. Santiago decides to sell his sheep and use the money to travel to Africa in search of his treasure. This is a huge decision because he's leaving behind everything he knows. When he arrives in Tangier, things don't go as planned. He gets robbed. Can you imagine how devastating that must feel? But here's the life lesson. Instead of giving up, Santiago starts working for a crystal merchant. Slowly, he rebuilds his life. Motivational lesson. Life will test you. When things go wrong, don't give up. Adapt. Santiago's journey teaches us that setbacks are just stepping stones to success. Actionable English tip: learn the idiom, every cloud has a silver lining. It means even bad situations have something positive. Use it in a sentence today. Chapter 3. The Language of the World. While working with the crystal merchant, Santiago learns important lessons. The merchant teaches him about taking calculated risks and thinking creatively. Together, they grow the business. This chapter highlights the idea of the language of the world. It's a concept that says all living things are connected, and when you truly want something, the world will guide you. Story. Connection. Santiago realizes he's capable of more than he ever thought. It's a reminder that when we push beyond our limits, we discover our true potential. English tip: try using the word potential in a sentence. For example, I didn't know I had the potential to speak English fluently. Chapter 4. The Journey Through the Desert. Santiago joins a caravan crossing the Sahara Desert. The journey is long and dangerous, but he meets an Englishman searching for the secret of alchemy, the art of turning lead into gold. The Englishman represents knowledge, but Santiago learns that true wisdom comes from living and observing the world, not just from books. Motivational lesson. Sometimes we focus too much on finding answers in external sources. But Santiago teaches us to look within and trust our experiences. English tip: practice describing journeys. For example, the journey across the desert was long and challenging. Use descriptive words like difficult, adventurous, or transformative. Chapter 5. The oasis and love follow his dream. Use verbs like inspired, motivated, or encouraged. At the oasis, Santiago meets Fatima, a beautiful woman who teaches him about love. Fatima tells Santiago to follow his dream, even if it means leaving her behind. This chapter introduces a profound idea. True love doesn't hold you back. It encourages you to grow. Think about that for a moment. In life, the people who truly care about you will want you to succeed, even if it's difficult. English tip: practice expressing emotions. For example, Fatima inspired Santiago to follow his dream. Use verbs like inspired, motivated, or encouraged. Chapter 6. Listening to the Heart. As Santiago continues his journey, he learns to listen to his heart. At first, his heart is full of fear, but he realizes that fear is just a distraction. Here's the lesson. Your heart knows what you truly want, but you need to quiet the noise of doubt and fear to hear it clearly. Story connection. Santiago's ability to trust his heart helps him navigate challenges. It's a reminder that inner guidance is powerful when you trust it. English tip: practice using the word fear in sentences. For example, overcoming fear is the first step to success. Chapter 7. The Treasure and the Real Journey. We're diving deep into the final chapter of The Alchemist, a chapter that holds one of the most profound lessons of all. After a long and transformative journey across deserts, oases, and countless challenges, Santiago finally reaches the Egyptian pyramids. He's filled with hope and anticipation, ready to uncover the treasure he has dreamed of for so long. But life, as always, has a surprising twist waiting for him. The search for treasure. As Santiago begins digging near the pyramids, his heart races. He's guided by the signs he has followed throughout his journey. He digs and digs, but instead of treasure, he finds himself surrounded by danger. A group of robbers appears, and they forcefully take everything from him. At that moment, Santiago is left with nothing. Not his belongings, not his treasure, just himself and his belief in the journey. But here's the twist. One of the robbers mocks Santiago and says, "I once had a dream about a treasure buried in Spain, under a sycamore tree near an old church. But I'm not foolish enough to follow dreams." This is the moment of revelation. Santiago realizes the treasure he has been searching for was back where his journey began, buried under the very tree where he had his first dream. The robbers leave him, unaware of the significance of what they've revealed. The return home. With a mix of irony and joy, Santiago begins his journey back to Spain. The journey has changed him. He's no longer the naive shepherd boy who started out with a simple dream of treasure. Now he understands that the true treasure isn't just gold or riches. It's the experiences, lessons, and growth he's gained along the way. When Santiago finally returns to the old church, he digs under the sycamore tree and finds the treasure, gold coins and jewels. But by now he understands that the treasure is merely a reward, not the purpose of his journey. The real gift is the wisdom and strength he has gained. The life lesson, the treasure within. And here's the life lesson that The Alchemist teaches us so beautifully. Sometimes what we're searching for is already within us. The treasure is not the destination. It's the journey, the people we meet, the obstacles we overcome, and the person we become. Think about it. How often do we chase after external goals, success, wealth, recognition, only to realize that the things that truly matter, like love, self-discovery, and purpose, have been with us all along? Santiago's story is a powerful reminder to embrace the process and trust that everything we experience has a purpose. Inspirational message. Let me leave you with this thought: have been with us all along. Santiago's story is a powerful reminder to embrace the process and trust that everything we experience has a purpose. Inspirational message. Let me leave you with this thought: you are on your own journey, just like Santiago. Whether you're learning English, building a career, or chasing a dream, remember that every step, every failure, and every success is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Don't wait until you reach the end to feel fulfilled. Celebrate your small victories, learn from your challenges, and trust that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. As Paulo Coelho writes, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and don't be afraid to follow your dreams. English learning. Tip: reflecting on the journey. Now let's bring this back to your English learning journey. Think about how far you've come. Maybe you've learned new words, gained confidence in speaking, or simply stayed consistent with practice. Use this sentence frame to reflect: I started learning English to reason, and now I feel emotion because progress. For example, I started learning English to communicate with people globally, and now I feel proud because I can hold simple conversations. Write your own sentence and share it with me. I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for joining me on this magical journey through The Alchemist. Santiago's story is more than just a tale, it's a mirror for our own lives. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Step Up English. Let's continue exploring inspiring stories and lessons together. Until next time, remember, your treasure is within you. Keep dreaming, keep learning, and keep stepping up in life.